Hello everyone. Welcome to Skills Build Training YouTube channel. My name is Sanya and this channel is all about showing you how to become an IT pro fast. So, in today's video we will discuss about how to use Microsoft Whiteboard. So let's get started. Well, Microsoft Whiteboard is a free-form digital canvas where people, content, and ideas come together. You can use Whiteboard for collaborating with your team to accomplish many activities, whether your team is in the same place or in multiple locations. Team members can work collaboratively using their own devices. It is a collaborative whiteboard application that allows Microsoft users to quickly share ideas with other people. It allows you and your team to draw or write as if you are using a physical whiteboard, but with tons of more features. A new application with many features could be a bit overwhelming to begin using. So now I'm gonna show you how you can access Microsoft Whiteboard. Well, there are three different ways in order to access Microsoft Whiteboard. The first way is simply go to Microsoft Store and from here search for Microsoft Whiteboard. Now click on it. You can get it for free from here and then you need to launch it and then you will be able to use it. As you can see, I have already installed it, so I'm not gonna do this again. Now close this window. Another way to get Whiteboard is from office.com. So open any of your favorite web browser and search here for office.com and then hit enter. Now here you can see all the applications available to use and here you can see all applications. Click on it. Here you will be able to see many different applications. You can use any application from here. Now the simplest way is search here for Microsoft Whiteboard or simply Whiteboard and here you will be able to see it. Well, another way is simply click on this application launcher and here you will be able to see all the applications. Now from here click on Whiteboard. Well, this is another way to access Whiteboard. Now coming towards the third method through which you can access Whiteboard is using Teams. So for that, open any of your favorite web browser and search here for Teams. You need to write Teams or Microsoft Teams and then hit enter. Now using Teams, first you need to join or create team. So click on join or create team and then here click on create team. Now here you need to give the name of the team that you want to create. From here you will be able to collaborate with a group of people from your organization and you can also collaborate with people outside the organization as well. So here you need to write the name of the team. So write the name as Whiteboard Team and then here you need to give the description. From the description you will be able to tell people about the team, that what it is all about. So let me quickly write the description here. Now here you need to select either you want to create a private team or a public team. Well, it is a useful tool to use, so I will suggest you to select the public team. Now anyone from your organization will be able to join it. Now here you have two different options. Either you can create a team using an existing team as a template or you can create a team using a group set up by you or Higher Education Commission. Well, for now, simply ignore them and click on next. Now here you can see creating the team. Now here you can add the members to the team that you have created just now. So I'm going to add the member here. You can add as many members as you want to. So simply click on add and after adding the member, close it. Now here you can see our team has been created with the name WT Whiteboard Team. So now simply click on this plus sign. Now whenever you will click on this plus sign, you will be able to turn your favorite applications and files into this tab. Now here you can see different applications. You can use all these applications using Teams. Well, I want to use Whiteboard. Either you can search from here and either you can look into all these applications, and here is the whiteboard, so click on it. Now here you need to give the name of your whiteboard. Well, I'm perfectly okay with the name, so click on save. It is creating your whiteboard, and here you can see whiteboard has been created. Now here you have two options. Do you want to present or collaborate? If you want to present whiteboard, if you want only you can edit, then select this option, else you can select on the other option. Now here I have selected that everyone can edit, so I am able to see the message here, everyone can edit. Now I can also stop others from editing the whiteboard at any time in the settings menu. Simply click on it, and here you can see other participants can edit. Disable it. Now only you are able to edit it. Other participants cannot edit it. Well, this is another way through which you can use whiteboard. You can use it using office.com, using Teams, and simply you can install it. So I'm going to use the application downloaded from Microsoft Store. Now here click on the Microsoft Whiteboard. Now on the screen you are able to see three different options on three different corners. So here you can see new app coming. So simply got it. Now here you can see there are few different options that you can use using whiteboard. I will elaborate them one by one, and here you can see you can add and invite some other people. If you want to invite someone, simply click on it, and here you need to enable this web sharing link, and now it is creating a sharing link. Now from here you can copy the link and you can invite anyone using this link. Now using this link, anyone will be able to access the whiteboard. Simply to stop sharing, you need to turn off this web sharing link, and now close it. Now coming towards this setting option, here is the setting menu, click on it, and here you will be able to see different settings related to the whiteboard. You can active pen in order to work with it, and here you can see when you will active pen, you will be able to see different sort of pens here. So for now, disable it. Now if you will enable to ink to shape, then whenever you will draw any shape, you will draw it perfectly. It is not that you are drawing it perfectly, but it is that whiteboard will make it a perfect shape whenever you will enable this option. Same here, ink to table will create a perfect table for you in order to use. You can also use object snapping, and you can use this export option in order to export any image. But here's a condition. The image should be either PNG or SVG. You don't have any other option. You can't export any other image. You can also format the background. Here you have different options. You can either change the colors. As you can see, it is quickly changing the color and working perfectly fine. Well, usually people try to use the color white or the gray color. Simply you can use these colors in order to make the text you are writing prominent. And here you can have different backgrounds. You can have different solid backgrounds. You can have dot backgrounds and different backgrounds. You can use any of them. You can either create graphs using Microsoft Whiteboard. Well, first I'll go with the simple solid background, and I will use the white background. In fact, I'll use the gray background. It seems nice. And then go back. Now here you can see the toolbar location. From here, you can temporarily move the toolbar while you are working with it. Whenever you will close your work, you will be able to see it on the place where it is by default. You can move it left. Here you can see, you can move it right, and you can move it bottom. But you don't have the option to move it to the top of the canvas. So you can select any of the options. Simply click on left for now, and then go back. Now here you have the option clear canvas. Whenever you are working on the whiteboard, sometimes you need to clear the whole canvas. So this is a simple option in order to clear the whole canvas. You don't need to use eraser and some other tool in order to erase different objects that you have created on the canvas. Simply use this clear canvas and clear all the material that is available on this Microsoft Whiteboard. Now here is the option accessibility checker. It is one of the most important options that I will tell you how you can use it while working with the whiteboard. But the best thing about accessibility checker is it will simplify your task and you will be able to check on it anytime. And here you can see you can also send feedback about the Microsoft Whiteboard. You can get help from here. And here is the privacy and security. And here you have different options, and you can enable the connected experiences as well. So go back and now close it. Now coming towards the left side, here you can see different options. The first option here is switch to inking mode. Right now I'm unable to write anything from here. I'm simply able to move this canvas, but I'm not able to write anything from here. In order to go into the inking mode, simply click on this, and here you can see different options. You have different pen and you have different highlighters, eraser, ruler, lasso select, and you can undo and redo it. If you are done with inking, simply click on done inking, and here you have another option, that is add text. By simply clicking on this option, you will be able to write anything anywhere. Now here you can use this option in order to add notes. Using add notes, you can actually add notes to the whiteboard. It is a very useful tool, as you can add as many notes as you want to. You can write important things here. Now here, coming towards the image menu, you can insert images from here. Now one of the best useful tool here is Super Insert Menu. Super Insert Menu have different facilities, different options. You can either paste whatever you have copied last time here. You can use the note grid. You can use lists to create list. You can create follow-up list. It will make your task easy, and you can use different templates. You can either insert a PDF file, a Word document file, and a PowerPoint document here, and you can then further work on them. You can undo different actions and you can redo them. So I will show you how you can do work with it one by one. So let's get started. Before starting this, here you can see the option My Whiteboards. So click on it. Now here you will be able to see the previous whiteboards. As I have not created any previous whiteboard, this is the whiteboard I was using, and simply you can create a new whiteboard. So click on Create New Whiteboard. Here you will get a message, Sync Status Disconnected. Here you will see the last whiteboard you were working on. It is unable to save changes to the latest version of this whiteboard to the cloud. So try again. So now first I'll tell you how you can add any text in it. So in order to add any text, you can have two options. Either you can switch to inking mode and you can use different pen in order to write, or simply you can click on this add text option, click on it, and here you will be able to write any text. So I'm going to write skills build training, and then when you will select it, you will get different options. You can either edit this text, you can like this text, you can change the text color, you can also delete this text. By simply clicking on more, you have few different options. You can cut this text and you can then copy it. What will happen if you will select all text? I will show you in a moment. So for now, simply go to edit text, and here you will be able to edit the text. I'm going to add few exclamation marks here, and now I'm going to like this text. Here you can see you will be able to like, and here you can change the text color, make it orange. It is not looking good, so make it green. Well, that is completely up to you. You can change the color. You can also copy the text and then you can paste the text here. So that is how you can copy it and then paste it. Now simply clicking on it, you can spin it around. You can increase and decrease its size. Here you can see. Now move the canvas to see it properly. You can play around with it in order to make it the way you want to make. And the simplest way is, if you want to delete, simply click on delete and you will not be able to see this option anymore. Now coming towards the next option, that is switch to inking mode. Whenever you will click on it, you will able to see here different pen, highlighters, eraser, and some other options. Now if you use a single pen, when you will click on it, then you will be able to write anything here. I'm going to write here 8. Well, if you again click on it. Here you can see you have different options. You can select the thickness of the pen according to your needs, and you can also change the color of the pen. Here you have different pens, but you can change different colors, so you can actually use the thick pen, and you can write here 80 and again click on it, and now use a bit less thicker pen and change the color, and here you can write anything else. You can simply try all of them. Well, one of my favorite is this rainbow color, and in rainbow color always choose the thick one because it will look good with it. Here you can write using mouse. Now here you can see skills built. Now here is the highlighter. Usually people use yellow highlighter, so you can highlight any text here. You can see it is not thick, so again click on it, and here you have different option. Choose the thicker one and now highlight this text. You can also use some other colors in order to highlight it. So you can highlight it with some other colors, and now you can simply use eraser to erase all this. Here you can see it is only erasing the highlight color, but it is not erasing the text. Now here you can see it is erasing the text only. It was also the text, but it has not erased it yet. So what happened here? Why it has not erased these two zeros? Because when I was telling you about the settings here, I told you that you have an option that is ink to shape. I have enabled this option. So now whenever I will create something that is similar to a shape, it will make it a proper shape and it will not delete that shape. So select any pen, and let's suppose I want to create a triangle here. Now here you can see it is a perfect triangle. If I want to make a rectangle or a square here you can see it is not a perfect because it is actually not a rectangle or square. So make a proper one and it will make it a square. Now it will make it a rectangle. Now here you can see you can add different shapes, you can create different shapes, and using the option ink to shape you will be able to see a perfect shape here. Now for now, done inking and coming towards the sticky notes. But before that I wanna erase few of them shapes. So simply select this shape and here you have different option. Either you can color this shape, you can copy this shape, you can cut this shape, and you can delete this shape. And here you can alt text. Here you can create any text for it. Good. And here you will be able to see all the shapes here in the accessibility checker. So that is how you can use alt text option. So for now, close it and select this and then delete. Instead of erasing a simple shape or anything, you can either select it and then you can delete it. Well, it is a simplest way to do this. You can also simply drag and drop text. All you need to do is simply select a text and you can move it around anywhere. And the best thing about it is, if you will copy it and if you are pasting it somewhere, you can simply paste it by using the Ctrl V option. Now you can see they are not synced. So in order to make an alignment between them, here you can see you have different drag options and the guide borders. You can use these guide borders in order to make the text align. So now coming towards the note option, click on it and here you can see you have the note. You can type anything here. You can add as many notes as you want. I will show you how you can work with it. Now copy it and then paste it here. Ctrl V, you have different sticky notes here. Well, they are not sticky as they are not the original notes. These are basically electronic notes. Here you can see you have different notes. Well, I have created a square using them. Now you can write anything you want to write here. You can type skills build training and here you can write YouTube and here you can write channel, and then you can like it. When any of the member who is able to get access to this whiteboard will be able to like this information or dislike this information. You can change the background color as well. You can copy it, you can delete it, and you can alt text it. Here you can see you can add it a name as notes and then hit enter. Now whenever you will go to settings and from here accessibility checker, here you will be able to see the previous checker and also the new skills build training YouTube channel, and then close it. Well, you can change the color, you can like them, you can write the basic information or important information in these sticky notes. Now coming towards the image menu, when you will click on it, here you will have three options: library image, Bing image and camera. Using the library image, you can actually insert any image that is available in your system. If you are using it on mobile phone, you can insert image from your phone, and if you are using it on PC or laptop, you can insert any image from here. Now in Bing image, you can actually search for an image. So first go to library image, click on it, and here you have different options. Go to desktop and here is the skills build logo, click on it and then open, and here you can see I have this logo. I'm going to put it here. Now here you can see skills build training YouTube channel. Now click on Bing image. Now here you can see you need to enable connected services, and to use this feature you will need to enable connected services. This setting allows whiteboard to access services such as Bing and Office 365. So take me there, and here you need to connect service, enable connected experience, and then go back. Now again click on Bing images. Now here you can search for any image. Let's suppose I want to search here for sky, and here you will be able to see different results. Well, select this image and then you will add this image anywhere. So here you can see you can add this image, you can like this image, and you can lock it to background. You can change the background using this image. You can copy this image, you can cut it, you can delete it, and you can also alt text it. And whenever you will go to settings and accessibility checker, you will be able to see all the images here. So you like this, and here you will be able to see who has liked this. Right now I don't have any member here, I have not added any member here, but if you will add members, you will be able to see the list of the members who have liked this image. And now coming towards the last option, that is camera. I'm not gonna use this option, but using this option you can actually capture any image and then you can put it here. So let's give it a try. Click on camera and now click on take photo, and here you need to click done, and you can also select the portion that you want to show here. You can also increase and decrease the size of it. So click on done, and now it is saving a copy, and now here you will be able to paste it anywhere. So for now delete it, I'm not gonna show it here. Now coming towards the best option, that is my favorite option, that is super insert menu. Click on it and here you have different options. Well, it is too easy to copy something and paste it, so I'm not gonna show you how you can use it. So here you can see the option note grid preview. So I'm gonna show you how you can use it. So simply click on it. Now here you can see I'm unable to see it properly. So simply click on the canvas and then make it like this. Now here you can use this note grid here. Now you have different options. You can either edit the region, you can either sort list, and you can copy the text, you can cut, delete and alt. Well, the amazing option here is list. You can create a list. You can sort list by color, you can sort by reaction count, you can sort alphabetically. Let's suppose I want to write here 1, 2, 3 and then I'm going to like it, and here I want to change the color. The background color is blue and I'm not gonna write anything here. Now whenever you will click on this grid, here you will have the option. Now I want to sort it by color. Whenever I will sort it by color, here you can see these two colors are similar, so it will put these two colors here and I will be able to see the color that is different here. Now if again click on it, sort it by reaction count, then here you will be able to see that I am able to see a reaction here, and if I like it and then again I sort it out using the reaction count, here I will be able to see these both, and you can also add note in it. So you can type anything here. You can type how to use whiteboard tips and tricks. Now here you can see, you can either delete any of the note here. Now coming towards the super insert menu, here is the option that is list. If ever you want to create a list, you can use this option. So here you need to give the name of the list. Either if it is okay for you, you can let it remain like this, or you can change it, and here you can type a list. Let's suppose the first thing that I want to write here is task 1 and then hit enter. Now here I need to write task 2, hit enter, task 3, hit enter, task 4, hit enter, task 5, and then you can like any of them. Now you can put it here. Now whenever you will click on list, you will have different option. Now here is another option. You can change it to checklist. I'll show you how you can change it to checklist. For now, go to the sort list option, and from here you can sort it by reaction count. Now whenever you will sort it, here you can see task 2 and task 4 have reaction, so it will sort out them by their reaction count. Now again click on list, and here you have the option that is change to checklist. So whenever you will click on this option, here you will be able to change it to checklist. You can check the boxes. Here you can see the tasks that you have done or the tasks that you have not done, and you can simply work according to them. You can either edit a single task, you can edit the item, you can like or unlike it, you can move it to some other list, you can copy that particular item and then you can paste it into some other list, and you can delete that particular item. For example, if I have done this, the task 4, I simply delete it, and here I have 4 tasks left. I have done this, so I can simply delete it, then I have 3 tasks left. So that is how you can use the lists. Now click on insert menu, and here you have the option follow up list. Click on this option, and here you can see you can follow up the tasks that you have done. So now here you need to write the task 1. Let's suppose instead of writing task 1, the task was writing script. Hit enter. The next task was review. Next task was recording. Now here you can assign the task to someone. As I have not added any member here, so I'm going to assign this to myself. Well, you can assign it to any other member, and here you can like it, and any other member of your organization will be able to like it. So here you can see I have already created the checklist as well. So you can see the tasks that you have done. You can check them. Now again click on super insert menu, and here you can see the option template. You can use different template. Now here you can see different templates that are available here. So the template that I like here is effective meeting. So I'm going to select this template. Now here you can see this is the template, but I am unable to see it here properly. Now I have zoomed out it in order to make it more easily accessible. Click on this section and then move it, and now move it here. Now you will be able to see it properly here. Now let me zoom in. You can zoom in and zoom out it. So I actually zoom out it a bit in order to show you the full template. And now here you can see in this particular template that was tips for running an effective meeting. Here you have to define an agenda. Now here you can write the agenda of the meeting. Here you can follow up it, and here you can add notes related to that particular agenda. So that is how you can use it. Well, it is a useful thing in order to make your work effective. Now again coming towards the super insert menu, the next thing that you can see here is PDF. You can either insert PDF files here, select a PDF file, and now here you can see there are few images that I have kept in my PDF file. So select any of them. You can either select a complete page or you can select all pages. So it is up to you. I'm going to insert a single page here and then select it. Now here you can see the image. Simply click on it, and here you can like this image. You can lock this to background. You can copy it, cut it, delete it, and here alt text. Now if coming towards this section has a bit different features. That is, you can actually export it as a CSV. Now if you want to export it as a CSV, once you will work on it, click on it, and here you need to give the name to this file. Let's suppose I want to give it as agenda file, and then you can save it. Now you will be able to get it on your desktop. Now coming towards the next thing, that is Word document. You can also insert Word document. Now insert the Word document page and then select it. Now here is the page. Drag it here. Now here you have different options. Similarly, you can insert PowerPoint document here as well. So it is quite feasible to insert different documents here when you are using Microsoft Whiteboard, as it will help you to give proper information to the students or your team. Here you can see all the different pages. Now if I want to insert all these slides, I can click on insert all slides, else I can select a slide and then I can insert it. Now if I zoom out it in order to show you how it look like with a bird eye view, then here you can see this is what I have done till now. Now coming towards the next thing, that is ruler. Well, it is a useful way to draw different drafts and to draw shapes. If you are doing a work of mathematics, you can use it. Now all you need to do is simply you can move it around and you can create different shapes. Adjust the ruler and then draw a line using this ruler. And draw a line here. You can use this ruler in order to draw a perfect line. You can create different shapes using it. So in order to move it around, you can use it simply using a mouse. And here you can draw a line. Move it around and here you can draw the line. So this is a perfect tool. If you are doing an assignment of mathematics, you can use this ruler in order to create different shapes. You can also draft different shapes using it. Now coming towards the next option, that is lasso select. So if you can see here, there are many different things on this whiteboard screen. Few of them are useful, few of them are not. Here you can see the line that is here is not useful. So all you need to do is simply click on switch to inking mode, and from here click lasso select, and then you can simply click on anything that you want to delete and then you can delete it. Here you have different options. You can either add color in it, you can move it to some other lists, to some other shape, to some other note. You can copy it, paste it, you can delete it. So simply delete it. Lasso select will make it easy for you to delete anything from here. Now using the option, you can undo whatever you have done or you can redo. So that is how you can work with Whiteboard. You can make your tasks effective while working with it. You can use different options. You can create different lists. You can follow up the tasks that you have assigned to someone. You can insert PDF. You can insert Word documents, and you can also insert PowerPoint documents and slides as well. So that's it for today. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have any queries, reach out to us in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. I'll see you in the next video.